Welcome, Pagan Crafters. Today we're going to do a flip through of my Grimoire with Me series that I've done with you. Now this one's not my working Grimoire, my workstation. This is more of my pretty reference book, correspondences, personal Grimoire with me. So I have a makeshift kind of a cover that I've worked on so far. I'm pretty happy with it. But it does need a little bit of something around the edges. I'm not sure what yet. I'm going to redo the spine with something, and I have a really cool little maple leaf button that I like to put here, and then have some leather straps or something to connect that, hold that together. So let's enjoy a bit of a flip through and have some fun. First page is my book blessing. So I have a nice little book blessing here. I have elements protect this book from wandering eyes and prying looks, and fill it with thine power and right hand hour. And then all these clip art style were part of series 1 I put out with the Grimoire with Me series that you could craft along with me and have some fun. We did feathers, backgrounds. I did some wax stamp seals. Some cool red lines coming in with the wax. Did a book sigil, the elemental, remember that you are water, remember that you are fire, remember that you are air, remember that you are earth, remember that you are spirit. Had fun with some watercolor background, some coffee staining. Notice the theme of color, enjoying that. Now this one was unlocking the door to your full potential. So I have the path with the runes, with ancient stones, the fountain of youth. There's a bit of Alice hidden in there amongst the flowers, opening up doors to opportunities. Now these pages got kind of sticky. It got stuck to it. I had actually glued a background of some universe stuff and then continued the art throughout it. Keys to unlocking the doors and the wisdom of the whale. And this was a hummingbird I did here, but again it got kind of stuck in the pages ripped. So thankfully this page did not get ripped. This one took a long time. I have all the constellations around the edges to the corresponding astrology signs, and then I have along the edges corresponding with their colors, and as well as the 8 Sabbats. Next line is the names of the season. For example, winter would be renewal, cleansing. Blustery winds, then be awakening, growing, flowering, and so on. Next circle is all the months that correspond to that season. Then we have the hunter's moon, beaver's moon, so we have all the names of all the moon that correspond to that time of year. And then we get into Libra. So this is the house of Libra, the 7th house, ruled by Venus. That's the symbol for Libra, and then simply written. And corresponding by color in the different moons. And also you'll see is water, fire, earth, air. Water, fire, earth, air, and so on as it continues around. So I could also look up that Libra is also an air symbol in the 7th house, ruled by autumn. It'll enjoy the harvest and the hunter's moon, September, October, frost and long nights, autumn equinox from September to October. It is also ruled by the section of west, which would be water. And then we have night and day, north, south, east, west. North, south, east, west also correspondence with the medicine wheel of the white, the yellow, the red, and the black. Our next page is one of my favorites that I did, and it has all the different sun meanings from sunrise, morning, high noon, afternoon, sunset, and full day sun, what it means with them powered up all together, much like a full moon. This side will have the new moon, waxing crescent, first quarter, waxing gibbous, full moon, waning gibbous, last quarter, and waning crescent. And each of them will have the meanings, the magical meanings, or what it'd be great to use for spell time, for example. Now in here, just did a little wrap. Now here I have the sun, and then opens up to the moon. So we have the sun, and then the moon. Isn't that gorgeous? That one I had fun putting that together. Oh, and then I have a little charm here as well with a sun and looks like an infinity knot. My next page is my astrology chart. That is for me, that corresponds with the day I was born, where I was born, and the time I was born. So I have the different houses, I have the different planets, the signs, the house, degrees, the name, sign, and again, degree here. And this is again printed out a chart that I found on Cafe Astrology, and you can download your chart for free. Next page is the planets. This was a cool sticker from an old friend of mine that was sent to me, and I cut it out and used it with my sun here. The planets will have what it rules by, the limitations, keywords, and it's kind of the empowerment you would use for reading like tarot. I like using that too. All little keywords to help me remember things when I'm doing anything from spell work to personal reflection in my astrology chart. Now this one is a 1, 2, 3, 4 page spread. It's kind of a 3-page. I'll let you decide. Now, the sun sign is your basic ego or basic personality and ego. Rising sign is how you come across to others. The moon sign is your inner self and deepest emotions. Now, my moon sign is Gemini. Rising is Virgo, sun sign is Aries, and I have that corresponding here with this too. So I have in tarot card, this is Gemini, Virgo, Aries, Emperor, Hermit, Lovers. Kind of cool, they're all majors as well. Each one of these will have an action, so it's communication is the key word for Gemini. Then it'll have some keywords, again, corresponding with the card that's in front of that. Now here is the beginning. Oh, I love that. Is what we're doing here. So we kind of need these and this to create. I love that. Wax stamp seal. Beautiful reds. Fire. My astrological oil blend. So how it works is, I'm going to use my little wheel here that I've created. I'm going to give you an example. So in my chart, Aries shows up. There's the zodiac, how many times it shows up, and which oil I use. So here's my oils, the essential oils for each zodiac sign: Aries, Mandarin, Taurus, Jasmine, Gemini, Neroli, etc. So in my chart, going back, notice things are kind of in order. How many times does Aries show up in here? Well, Aries shows up once in my chart, so I would use 1 part of Mandarin oil, so it'll be 1 drop if I want, for example. Next one is, there's the symbol for Gemini. Gemini shows up 3 times in my chart, so I would use 3 parts, and so on. So this is my personal astrological oil blend. And then I also use the color of the element of the sign as well. So red for Aries. I have Pisces twice, so there's blue for water, yellow for air, and etc. All right. So that's that. Let's put all this away. That is one of my favorite ones that I got to create, that spread, and that was inspired by Corrigan the Crone, I believe so. Okay, this is my astrology signs and planetary rulers. Pretty self-explanatory. I just had fun. I wanted to have a really beautiful, colorful chart. Buttons again for here. Stickers from a friend. This part here simply is a laminated metal piece. This was the same thing that I cut up for the corners. I can use that for writing notes and more blends, anything I like on there. These are just filler papers that I did, so I can write personal notes on that. And I had fun. I'll show you straight up. I had fun with the blending. So I had fun with stencils for this particular design. And next one, I'm a wood tiger. So I have the Chinese astrology chart here. I was born in 74. And let's have a little look in here. Continuing on the flowers that I drew. And in here, there's a whole bunch of little goodies. See what else have I got in here. This is a cat skull, domesticated cat skull, sparkles and whatnot, and lucky and unlucky colors for me. And then I thought that was kind of cool, the fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. What's the personality of the wood tiger in 1974? So it's both strong, brave, independent. Tiger's compatibility with 12 other zodiac signs. I love that little one. So anything from perfect matches to a good friend, complementary, average, good match, or enemy. I don't have any enemies to match with, or worst couple. I do have quite a few. So, monkey, definitely stay away from the monkey if you're a tiger. Oh my gosh. For relationship-wise, anyway. Okay, what else we have here? If you ride a tiger, it's hard to get off. It's impossible to stop halfway. So just some sayings. Who's compatible with the tiger? Pig, horse, dog, rabbit, sheep, rooster, and the tiger itself. What is the tiger personality? So it tells about different tendencies and things that are anything from challenges to positive reflections. And also it talks about here the claws of the tigers are okay, so it just talks about some more information about tiger. Character for tiger. Thought that was kind of cool. And having just, I like little things to put my hands into and take things out of, and I like interactive things. Next one here is Aries vibes. So this is about Aries, ruled by the planet passion, or stories of action, direction, and movement. So I have just a little cool little write-up or some things about the Aries woman. This is another 3-page spread. Had some fun with the background here. Just some fire, some freestyle, trounced out painting, ruled by the planet Mars. Have my ram head and skull, the god of war. Now these are little pockets that I created here, and each one of these little pockets are going to tell something different about me. About the Aries, masculine fire element, ruled by Mars, god of war. Kind of got that on the front page. The moon was in a waxing crescent moon when I was born, and it'll have the time I was born, where I was born. I have anything here from crystals I'm ruled by, to herbs, deities, you name it. If you can think it, it's probably in here. Okay, next page. I am ruled by the alder tree. So I thought it'd be kind of cool. I used, and this yellow here is actually a napkin that I was quite drawn to. I like the burgundy, and then these are stamps that I made and then I painted over top of them to kind of draw those out, kind of a Celtic flavor. So it talks about alder tree and what it was used for and all kinds of cool stuff. The Celtic zodiac talks about that. It's ruled by the druidic animal, the fox, what it symbolizes. There's the symbol, the Ogam symbol. And then here was actually a little tea bag tag, and it says friendship is a sheltering tree. I thought that'd be kind of cool to put that in. Now this is my working pendulum page. Talks about the many uses of the pendulum on right here. This one was also a cool handout. We did some fun stuff together on that. We made a pendulum board. Lots of fun with some watered down paint, and I had a lot of fun and like watercolor. Again, a lot of wax stamp seals. Had some cool times with that. And our project that we did with this one, I may even have two of these left in my store. Oh, sorry, my hand. I was painting earlier. And this is the pendulum that goes with this project. We have amethyst here and here. And then we have these lovely little crystal beads and the charms that go with. It's a nice pendulum. And it's my bookmark for wherever I'm at that point in time. Now, Palmistry, Queen, Madam Fate, fortune telling by the hat. I love this one. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh, it's a 4-page spread. It is so cool. I can't even get it all on the camera Don't look at the next one yet. So this one has the 7 major lines, planetary mounts, heart line, headline, lifeline, fate line, sun and Apollo line, intuition line, marriage line. Signs if you have special gifts, where all the points would be. I have this one here is timeline guide. How to tell your age from fate line, lifeline, heart line. Not tell your age, how long you're gonna live for. Apparently, I think I'm gonna live till like 110, something like that. Ridiculous, but I can't remember. Just fun little hand. Some astrology. I thought it'd be cool to have some circus tickets. This is all the different meanings from the cross, Jupiter, Saturn, Apollo, Mercury. Mount of Jupiter, all the different mounts. Mounts of Mercury, Apollo, Moon, Mount of Venus. There's Venus right there. And Mount of Mars. From anything from special gifts from your thumbprints, mystic crosses, 4 lines or more, astral travel lines, triangles. And what's this one? Oh yes, this is my hands actually. I'm a fire hand. There it is. I'm gonna live till year 110. And I have actually a thumbprint right here. Pew pew. So does my mom and my grandmother on my mom's side. It's supposed to denote like psychic abilities. So I thought that was kind of cool. So that's the little goodies that I have in the palmistry package. Palmistry spread. Oh wait, there's this too. Hand shapes. Oh yeah, so the fire hand and all about that. But these are all the different shapes that you would have that correspond with the elements. So that is kind of a neat little reference. Closing the curtains. On to our next one. I haven't had this one on a video yet. This is Zultar. Meet Zultar. I love Zultar. He's got some cool little tickets and stuff. Circus action. Zultar to make your wish. Now this one is all my numerology numbers for personally me. From my life path, life destiny number, soul number, personality number, maturity, balance, karmic lesson, lucky number, signature number, birthday, birthday tier, birthday month, etc. Now in the popcorn, if I can get it out, I have little tickets. And now in these back of the tickets, I got so many of these little guys, is all my numbers that correspond with me, that again going back, and then I can reference to those, and then I can look them up and see what they mean. And then I just have the numbers here that correspond to my numbers only. And our next one is, the next 5 pages are the next elements. So I have all this I did with different collages for each elemental, and then I have these little doors that open up here, and I have the correspondences for each element. So the direction, the time of day, the season, colors, ruling planet, zodiac, tarot suit, tools, metals, crystals, plants, and it rules what part of the body or different keywords. So each will have, and then I have a little chalice here for water. And this one's earth with the pentacle, like in the tarot suit. It's kind of, I'm getting a shine on there. You can see stonework and Stonehenge with Easter Island characters. Thought it would look cool to represent the earth that way. air element, fire element. I love the skulls with the fire, with the fiery sunsets and the passion and the feeling, and just love fire. It's got to be my favorite element. And spirit element. I thought it'd be cool to have a lot of snow and ice. And anyway, what else do we have? Oh yes, and then last but not least is my altar. So what happens is these guys are supposed to kind of be all three-dimensional. It's been sitting squished for a long time. But I have my god and my goddess, and then I have a little, let's see if I can show you. So got a little theme, got some crystals, got some candles, chalice, got a little scroll. Who needs a little, what is this? This would be a raven skull, not crow. A little book of shadows, and then you can move around the elements here. And I think that's all I have in my book for now. It's a book that can be, if you want to see Zultar, let me know. I can even give some PDF downloads for these if you want to add that to yours. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see Zultar. I can throw that together as a video if you'd like to see that. I do have that pre-recorded. Wasn't sure if I was going to air it or not, so if you do want to see it, let me know. Well, thanks for chilling out with me while we did this magical little flip through, and now stick around because we're going to continue the Nature Grimoire with me. This one, I feel my correspondence book has come to a close for now. I am busting at the seams here, and I do need to put a different spine on this, take out the signatures. I'm not using some of these pages, so I'm going to remove those. And I'll probably sew things back up together. Now, the Nature Grimoire with me, I've done it differently. I learned my lesson. This was my first one that I did with so many layers. And it was busting at the seams. I had to rip out pages to make room. So, my Nature Grimoire with me is different because I've done 8 pages at a time. We've made signatures, and then we're going to take those signatures and put them all together. We also, with our Sabbath Grimoire with me, is one booklet we're going to be working on and having a blast together. So, again, thanks for hanging out with me. We're going to continue on with Nature Grimoire with me, Sabbath Grimoire with me, and I'll see you then. And have yourself an absolutely magical day.